talking about agreements, as governor, when you sign an agreement or have another party sign an agreement, do you expect them to see the agreement as governor, another party see it through?
No, I'm just kidding. Of course, Joe. I don't really sign a lot of agreements,
Right.
but if I get somebody's word, I expect them to keep it.
And this is where I'm going. You sign the pledge to the Republican Party. Why didn't you see that through?
Well, the reason that is a trick question. That's very good, Joe. Anyway, here's the situation. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm on a stage, and they say, "Will you support the Republican nominee?" Well, of course I thought I would. Did anybody imagine what that election was going to look like? So if somebody wants to say, "You broke your word," say it, okay? But there was something more important to me, and that was a message that could lift people and give people hope, which is what we need in our lives today, and not just in politics. You know, everybody wants to focus on politics. The whole landscape is problematic. I would tell you, thank God you weren't on that United flight. They might have yanked you off the plane. I mean, thank goodness that your children aren't dependent on EpiPen. I mean, there's problems across the board. Families are fighting, all this stuff. And I could not bring myself to support somebody who I never had the wildest idea of what I was going to see. Now, I'm going to tell you, I went to a meeting the other day, and somebody asked me if I would support the Republican candidate for this one office. And I said, yes. I went home, and I got up in the middle of the night, and I thought that was the dumbest answer, John. I called this gentleman back the next day, and I said, let me tell you, if this candidate is going to be negative, if this candidate is going to put people down, if this candidate is going to be in favor of knocking on people's doors and shipping them off to Mexico, I'm not supporting him. So I'm changing my position here before we have the election. So, you know, I don't worry about this. That's the way it goes.